So let's see what we had gone in the previous session. We were looking up for logical operations. So we had completed logical operations. We also had gone through with comparison operators, and then we had checked like arithmetic operators. So basically, in terms of operators, when we talk about in JavaScript, there are a lot of other operators. Most popular ones are arithmetic operators, logical operators, assignment operator, and comparison operators. So these are the operators that we generally use in our day-to-day test script or programming. So we had gone through with arithmetic operator. We had also checked logical operator, and we had also checked like comparison operator. So arithmetic operator is like addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, and so on. Then we had checked like comparison operator, which is double equal to, is not equal to, triple equal to, is not double equal to, greater than, less than, and so on. So we had seen like what is difference between double equal to and triple equal to. So double equal to is like type conversion will automatically happen if the value is numeric as string when we compare with first value. That means it can be anything. So if the value is convertible type, let's say you have entered a number as a string type. So that means it should be able to complete, or either explicitly or implicitly, we will be able to complete or convert the type from string to numeric or number. So that is what like double equal to does, is like it automatically converts the type if it is convertible. But triple equal to says that type conversion will not happen if the value is numeric as string when we compare with the first. So that means it will just try to check your value, whatever the original value that you have given. It will never try to basically perform the type conversion, and then it will just check with the value that you have entered. So here it is like numeric 20, and here which is like string 20, so it will give you the false value, whereas double equal to will give you the true value. It's just because it will convert the type. In the same way we had seen for the not equal to, which is again not equal to will try to convert the type, whereas not double equal to will not convert the type, and then it will check. So that is what we had seen here. G is not equal to H had given us true because we had some other value over here. If we try to print it out right now, we try to print once. So you can see this one, right? Okay, not this. This we know that double equal to will be able to convert the type. In terms of is not equal to, if we see, then we should be able to see like, okay, it has given us a false value because both are true. As like is not equal to also will convert the type, whereas is not double equal to will not convert the type. That we have seen in detail yesterday. Then we had seen like we had also gone through with the logical operator, which is and. Whenever we write 2 times ampersand will be and, 2 times pipe symbol will be or, and it is not symbol. So and means basically logical operators will work on Boolean expression. So whenever you have like 2 Boolean expression, which will Boolean expression in the sense like it will either give you true or false. So so what you have to compare is whenever you are comparing 2 Boolean expression, if both of the Boolean expression are true, then it in terms of and logical operator, if both of them are true, then only it will be true, or else it will display false. In or, any one of the expression should have to be true, and this will give you the true. If both of them are false, then the result will be false as well. Is not is not logical operator is like it will just convert from one type to other. So if you give not true, that means it will convert the true to false, false to true. Okay, that we're seeing here as well. Okay, so let's move to the like last operator type that we will be discussing is like as assignment operator. Assignment operator. So what is assignment operator? Basically, whenever you say like equal to, assignment operator is basically an operator which is used to assign the value to any particular variable. Okay. As its name says, assignment. So it just assign the value to any particular variable wherever we are trying to assign. Okay. Right. So if we talk about how do we declare it, it is just a single equal operator, single equal that we can see here. Okay, this is known as assignment operator and used to assign the value. Okay, there are different types of assignment operator that we have already used in our like day-to-day programming, and we'll be checking it as well. So there are like plus equal to, minus equal to, or subtraction equal to, multiplication equal to. Then we also have division, whatever arithmetic operator that we have, we can use it with the assignment operator as well. So let's say, check it out, like how it is working in general. So let's define a variable, variable FGHI. Okay, let's define a variable. Let j equals to 10. Right. So what did we do here is we have just assigned a variable, right? We've just assigned a variable to a, and we have just assigned a value as 10 to a variable which is j, right? So j is a variable over here which we have assigned a value as 10 by using assignment operator, which is equal to. This is known as an assignment operator. Assigning a value to a variable using assignment operator. Okay, so this is known as assignment operator. Now we know that like we have declared a variable j, right? So we'll see like what is plus, like addition and equal to operator. So we'll check it about plus and addition, right? So what happened here is like we also have seen some of the time like plus plus, right? So what happened in the plus plus, let's say example j plus plus. So j plus plus will do like j plus 1, right? So in the same way, whenever you see or wherever you see like plus equal to, let's say j plus equal to, okay, this will be similar to j equals to j plus. And then whatever you value, let's say if you declare j plus equal to 1, then this will be similar to j equals to j plus 1. If you use minus over here, then it will be similar to j equals to j minus 1. Okay, so wherever you see like plus equal, it is saying that add and assign. That means whatever the value you declare over here will be added to j, and a new value will be assigned to a variable j. Understanding? let's say we have already declared j over here, which is the value as 10. So if you print the value over here, it will give you the value as 10. Now see, plus equal to what is happening. So whenever we say like in terms of plus equal to, let's say we say like j plus equal to, what we are saying is add the value, whatever we are trying to assign here, add the value first and then assign it to the variable j, right? So let's say we are adding, we are saying like j plus equal to 5. So what is meant by this? So when we say like j plus equal to, that means add first the value to the already declared variable j and then make it equal to whatever the addition value will be there. So in initial, we have j equals to 10 that we have declared. Now we are saying j plus equal to 5. So as we had seen earlier, it means like j equals to j plus 5. So whenever we write j plus equal to 5, it will be similar to j equals to j plus 5. Okay. So now earlier our j value was 10. Now it will become like j equals to 10 plus 5. And the value will be printed as equals to 15. So if you see like, if you print here, again the console.log j, then we should be able to see like the value will be 15, not 10. Let's try to run this once and then we can go ahead. So you can see here it has printed 10 because we have just assigned a value to a variable. Here we are trying to do plus and equal, which is like add and assign. First add and then assign the value. Okay, so that is where it has printed. First value was 10. It has added 5 and then it assigned the value. So first add, and its name says add and assign. So first add the value and then assign the value, whatever the resultant will be. So here it is like 10 plus 5, which is 15. Okay, any confusion?
No, Praveen.
No, Praveen.
So now our resultant value over here, if you see, now it became like j equals to 15, right? So if it became like 15, now let's say what I'm trying to do. So we are saying like, so let's say we are saying like j minus equals to 5. Example. The second one, which is like subtract and assign. Subtract and assign is like the first, whatever the j we have, the j value will be like subtracted by whatever the value we have given, and then whatever the other, like whatever the resultant will be, that will be assigned to. So whenever you see like j minus equal to, let's say some value, let's say 5, in that way it will become like j equals to j minus 5. Okay, and whatever the resultant value will be there, it will be assigned to j. So in our case, the value of this particular things is not. So here, whenever you print the value, so the value of this will become 10 because the addition have been already performed over here. So now our j became 15 over here, like before performing like minus equal to, current value of j is 15. Let's say if you're getting confused, then I'll declare, let's say k equals to 10 and then say like k minus equal to 5. So what happened here is k minus equal to 5 means k equals to k minus 5. So we have declared a variable k equals to 10. right? So k equals to 10, it says that 10 minus 5, whatever the resultant will be, that will be assigned to k. It says that subtract and assign. Subtract and assign. In the same way, it works for first like multiply with the value, divide with the value, and modulus with the value. So, I mean, just a self-explanatory, but I'll again perform some kind of things. So if you see like the value of k will be here displayed as 5. So it is printing as 5. So now our k became 5 over here, right? So let's perform some of the other operations. Now our k at this point of time is having 5. So here k is equals to 5. Now we'll perform some of the operations, which is like, let's say, multiplication and equal to. So let's say k multiplication and equal to 5. So as our value, like the previous value of k is 5. So what it will do is it will multiply with 5 first, and then k will be assigned. So it will be k equals to k into 5, which our value is like 5 for k over here. And then it will multiply by 5, which is 25. So the value will be, whenever you print the value for k, the value we'll get here as 25. Okay, I hope there is no confusion. Now here, in the next, the resultant value of k is currently 5. So k became 25 right now. After multiplying in the previous step, it became 25. So if you do like division equal to, we can say like k division equals to, let's say, 5. So what it will do is it will become k equals to k divided by 5. And we know that divide by 5 will exactly divide the number, whether it will come in whether it will appear in decimal point or appear in a complete integer value. It won't care of that. It will directly divide the number by whatever the second number is there. So our our k value is here 25, which will be divided by 4. Okay. So whatever the value we'll get here, it will print like 6.25. So let's print it out here. So it has given us a value as 6.25. Okay. So let's make it the integer to go for the next operation, which is, okay, let it be. I'll declare another. Okay. So now let's say declare L equals to, let's say, 9. And now our other uh, operator is like modulus equal to. So it will be again similar to, let's say, if you say like L modulus equal to 4. So what will happen here? It will be L equals to L modulus 4. And whatever the value will be, modulus will basically, it will give you the remainder, right? Remainder, whatever the remainder will be there, it will be printed out in case of remainder. Okay, right. So this value will be printed out over here. Our L is 9. So what will L become is L equals to 9 percentile or modulus 4, which will give us a value as 1. It will try to deliver, like, the value, which is like it will do a modulus of 4, and then the value will be printed. Okay, just give me a minute, like 30 seconds. Okay. Am I audible?
Yes, Praveen.
Okay. So we were talking about modulus. So whenever you define this is like, L modulus equal to 4, that means first the operation will be done, the modulus part will be done, and then the assignment will happen for L. So if you just print it out the value over here, we'll basically get the value as 1 that we have seen. Like the value is 9, and then it is doing a modulus part with 4. Or if you give like 3, then the value will be 0 because 9 will be completely divisible by 3. So it will just check like the division part. It will not go in terms of, uh, you know, uh, like decimal part, like in terms of division it is happening. In division, what happens is like, even though if it is not completely divisible, it will go and print us the value in decimal parts. Whereas remainder says that it will just give you the remainder of after divisible. Like if it is completely divisible, then it will give you the 0 value. If it is not, then the remaining value will be given, will be printed out. Because this was like assignment operator. Any confusion over here in terms
No,
of
Praveen.
operators? So this is all about, right. So this is all about the operators in JavaScript. And these things we basically use in a day-to-day or day-to-day in the sense like in the test script. Most of the time we use these kind of operators on a daily basis in test automation. Test automation, or you write a programming, or you basically go for writing just a program in terms of practice. So all these things will be used in terms of any programming language and writing script. Okay, so as we talked yesterday that like we have completed operators and assignment operators and different types of operators. Now we'll move to array and its methods. So from today onwards, like it is of advanced level of JavaScript where we'll see like different types of methods that we have in array, what is functions, how to declare functions, and so on. Okay, so let's go and start with array. So what is array? How do you declare array? What are different types of methods in array? Okay, so array in terms of definition, whenever you say like what is array, in terms of definition, if we are talking about, then basically is array is a special variable that can hold multiple values. That means that can hold more than one value. So if I just give a definition, then it is an array is a spatial variable that holds more than one value at a time. It can either be of the same data type or can be a mix of data type. Okay. Okay. Second thing is like array is a spatial variable that holds more than one value at a time. So whenever you declare, let's say declare a equals to 10. So this is a general variable. This is a normal variable which is accepting a value as one particular value that we have declared over here, which is 10. But array says that array is a special variable that holds more than one value at a time. It can also hold like one value. It can also have like no value. But in general, whenever we talk about array, is basically a combination of multiple elements. Like it's a collection of elements which holds more than one value. It can either be of the same type, same data type, or can be a mix of other data type as well. So what is meant by this? So whenever we see in Java or any other, especially in Java, whenever you see, you have to declare either, you basically have to declare the array as like, let's say, you have to do it in this way, like static array I'm talking about. So array, and then you can give like new array. Then you have to give over here, like, let's say how many value that you want to store. This is static array. In terms of dynamic array, we go for array list. We go for dynamic array. So dynamic array is like array list, right? So static array is in terms of Java, you have to define like how many data type or how many number of variable that you want to store here. This is basically known as array in Java. This is like array declaration and array like behavior of an array in JavaScript is entirely different. So if we talk about so as we said, like, this is a data type array. The array declaration of array will start with square bracket. Okay, so we have to declare an array here in square bracket. There are different types of declaration that we'll go through with, but in general, it starts with square bracket. So whenever you declare like square bracket, you'll see like example, this let ARR equals to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is one type of declaration of an array. So in terms of definition, like what array is, it's special variable which holds more than one value. The declaration start with basically whenever you start declaring the value, it will go inside the square bracket. In terms of example, let's say let a variable name, and then it is holding a value which is of similar type, right? If I talk about some, so if I talk about a variable, like the definition that they have given in terms of what is like array in JavaScript, we can see here as so. If you see here, it says that array object. This is also known as an object. You can also say a variable. You can also give the name as call it as array object. So the array object, as with any other programming language, enables storing a collection of multiple items under a single variable name. Okay. So it says that you declare a variable and then it will have a multiple value for that variable, and then it like collection of multiple items, then that will be considered as an array. In terms of definition, if we are talking about, we can see here what is like array in JavaScript and what it is like different than like Java and other programming. So it says that JavaScript arrays are resizable. So we do not have any concept called static array over here in JavaScript. As we have seen here, we are trying to declare a value over here. which is not saying like how many types of value that you have to declare. We have declared 5. You can still declare like 6, 7, 8, and so on, whatever the value you want to declare. So it is a resizable type and can contain a mix of different data types. That is what we discussed, right? So it can also contain string value, can also contain Boolean data type, and so on. You can also provide here something like, let's say, 4.5. So this is an array which is like a mix of data type, which is like numeric, string, Boolean. JavaScript arrays are not associative array. What is meant by that? So an element cannot be accessed using arbitrary strings as indexes. So what it says, this means, let's say we have an array. We have declared a variable, which is an array, which is having a value as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? And then we have, let's say, name as Bob, false, 4.5. So what it says, whenever we have to get a value, we have to get the value from array. It says that we have to use the indexing part over here. Either you can, and also the indexed in array starts from 0. I'll mention over here. Index in array starts from 0. The first value will have an index called as 0. Second value will represent an index 1. Third value 2, and so on. So if you want to get the first value, you have to give like array, start square bracket, and then give the index value. Whatever the definition that we have seen here, it says that it is not associative arrays. That means if you have to get the value as, let's say, if you have to get the value Bob, so we have to use like index, which is like 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So if you just print it out, array of 5, which is like fifth index, the value is 6, but as it starts from the 0, so the index will become 5 for this. And if you try to print it out, so it will give you like Bob over here, right? This is not what is not associative. The associative says that you cannot use the indexing part directly, saying that you need a Bob like this. So you cannot use like this to get the value from array. Okay, so it says that array element cannot be accessed using arbitrary string as indexes. So if you are trying to give string as indexes, this will give you a value. This will give you an error. So if you just try to print like this, saying that, okay, I have a value which is Bob, so I just want to print directly using a string index. So index will always be an integer value. It will not be even a fractional value. So you can see like it is saying undefined. It says that there is no index called Bob. This is just a value.
Praveen, this is same in all the languages, okay? We have to give here integer value only.
Right.
As part of index.
Correct.
So any difference in JavaScript and other language, like we are discussing this one?
All right. So I just wanted to give like, the how it is working, because I've seen like few of the people were trying to use string. So I just wanted to give the different, like how we have to access in terms of like array. How do we have to access the value? That is why I'm trying to give you the different options over here.
Okay.
Okay. But we have to use index, and index will always be an integer whenever we have to get the value from array. So as it says that it is not associative array, that means you cannot use string as an index. Okay. And it says that it should be accessed with only non-negative integer. We have also seen JavaScript arrays are 0 indexed, which is like it starts the index starts from 0 and then it will go in an incremental manner, which is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, and so on. Okay, so this is the definition all about array. Now, how do we declare? Like there are different types of declaration of array. So let let let's declare few of the array. Let's say array equals to, this is like this. So this is called an empty array. Now, let's say ARR1. You can give any other name as well. So I'm just trying to print. I'm just trying to give some kind of value over here. This is a numeric array with numeric values. Array with number data type. Number data type. Let's say array fruits equals to apple, mango. So this is known as array with string data type. Okay. So this is like three different types of array that we have declared, but the declaration is same. It start with like square bracket. This is like completely empty array. Second is like having all the number data type, and third is like just a string data type. Let's say we say that mixed, which is equals to 1, 2, 3, apple, true, and 4.5. So this is like mixed array having different types of data type. Mixed data types. Okay. So this is one type of declaration. The second type of declaration is we can just give some keyword name over here, either let or const, and then give like, let's say my array equals to, you can say like new array, and then inside here you have to give the value in the square bracket itself. It will automatically convert the value into like this form. So it will be automatically converted as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Whenever we declare the array in this particular way, it is like similar to how do we create an object by using new operator. So we are also trying to create here an array by using new operators. This is like second way of declaring array. Here, you don't have to give the value inside a square bracket. Whenever you see like the parenthesis has started, inside that if you give, it will be automatically converted into square bracket. Okay, so this is one way of declaring. And then other way is like, let's say const my array equals to new array. Const my array equals to new array, and then you can use the method or the index of array to store the value. Let's say equals to 1, my array 1 equals to 2, my array 2 equals to some value, let's say Tom, and so on. So this is third way of declaration of array. So we can declare array in JavaScript in three ways. In other programming language, we also can do that. So here is first is like you can directly give the variable name and start the value inside a square bracket. Then you can declare a variable, and by using new operator, you can create an object kind of, and then you can directly provide the value inside this. Second is like you can keep it empty, and then by using the index, you can do the assignment for the array. So these are like different types of declaration of an array. Okay. So for now, let's comment it out. These two this will be similar. The methods will again be similar in all the types of declaration. However you declared array, all the methods of array will be entirely similar. So let's try to check few of the methods that we have in array. So I'll just utilize any of the variable. Let's say I'm just trying to use this one over here. I'll just cut it from here and we'll assign a value over here. We'll again declare an array over here. So we understood like here what is array. Array is a combination like collection of elements which can have same data type or multiple data types. The array index starts with 0. The declaration starts by square bracket, like whenever you have to declare any kind of array, you can start with square bracket in a normal declaration by just declaring a variable. Second can be a constructor ways where an object creation, however we create an object. So we just have to again declare a variable and then using new keyword, you can say like new array, and then directly you can assign the value inside the parenthesis and it will automatically be converted into square bracket. And third is like you can keep it empty and then by using the index, you can assign the value. So this is how we basically generate array. There are different types. Like there are few other different ways where we can declare, but those are like mostly not utilized in terms of test automation. So we'll not go with that. There are few other that if it appears in our test automation, we'll discuss. Or else mostly, at least I have not used like prototype kind of things. So we'll see few of the methods of array that are like important, and few of the methods I'll keep it to you people for practice purpose. But let's discuss few of the important methods today. So we'll talk about first as push. So push is a method in array which is used to add the element at the end of an array. That means whenever we have array which we have declared over here as array ARR1 equals to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? And if we use like ARR1 dot push method, and you try to use some value over here, let's say 6, what it will do is this 6 value will be automatically added at the end. Okay, so this 6 value will be automatically added at the end. If you try to print the value over here, let's print over here as well. So here the array is, it will be printed as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And after adding, it says that used to add the element at the end of an array. So that means whatever the value you give inside push method, it will add your value at the end of the array. That means wherever it ends the index, the next index will be added as this particular value. Right. So if you just try to print this, you can see like earlier we had like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now it is like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 here in terms of push method. Okay. So this push method is used to add an element to the end of the array. Now we have another method called as pop. Basically, it used to remove the element from end of an array. That means it will remove the last element of an array. Pop will not take, in terms of push, it is taking an argument or a parameter. You can say like, if you hover on this, you can say like it appends new elements to the end of an array and return the new length of the array. That means a length will be increased in terms of whenever we use push. So new elements to add the array. Okay, so whatever the new elements that you want to add, it will take up parameters for push. Whereas pop says that I'll just remove the last element from an array. So if you use here like arr.pop, pop will not take any parameters because it is like used to remove the value. So remove the last element from an array and returns it. If the array is empty, the undefined will be returned. That means nothing will happen in terms of if array is empty. If array is not empty, then last value of an array or last element of an array will be removed from array. So now if you try to print it out here, like console.log arr1, we will see that it will be similar to the original one, which is like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, understanding?
Yes, Praveen.
Yes, Praveen.
Okay, so push is to add the value to an end of an array. Pop is to remove the value from an end of an array. Now question is there, if we have, okay, this is okay, that it is able to add and remove the element from an array. If I have to remove from starting of the array, what we have to do? So there used to be like, the shifting of indexes will happen whenever you add any value to array. So we have few of the methods that JavaScript has given to add and remove from starting of the array, which is known as unshift. First is unshift. What it will do? So unshift is basically says that it will unshift will basically add your element to the starting of an array. So it says that I'll add your element to the starting of an array. So if we just see the definition of this, it says that insert new element at the start of an array and returns the new length. That means the new length will be added because we are trying to add the element. So the length of an array will automatically increase. It also takes a parameter which it also takes a parameter that the value we have to insert at the start. Okay, so whatever we have to insert the value, you can give inside the parameter. So this method called unshift, which is used to insert new element at the end of an array. Okay. Sorry, at the start of an array, not at the end of an array. For at the end of an array, we have to use push. For start of an array, we have to use unshift. So let's say we try to add a value called, let's say JS, JavaScript. So this JS will be added just before 1. If we use here console.log, we can see that it will start like JS, then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And also if you see the length has been automatically increased, which is like now here, it will have a length at 6. The original is having 5. Now inserting is okay. Now how do we delete from the starting of an array? So for that we have a method called shift. Shift is used to delete an element at the start of an array or remove an element from the start of an array. Okay, let's see what it has given as a definition. So it removes the first element from an array and returns it. If the array is empty, the undefined will be returned. Okay, so it basically removes the first element of an array. Right? It removes the first element of an array, and it will also return the value. So what is meant by that? I'll show you. So when it says like, and it returns it, let's say we are trying to store it in ARR2, which is, I'm just trying to check what kind of value it is removing from the array. So I've just stored inside ARR2. Now, as we know that this is used to remove the value, so it do not require any parameter. And if you just print it out array2, we can see like what value it is removing. And if you also print out array1, then we'll say like what is our array1, like what is the modification has been done in the array. So if you see here, you can say like it has just removed JS. So it is saying like, okay, I have removed JS, and I'm also trying to return the value. Here in terms of array, whenever we print, it again became like the original one, which we had declared 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, because we have added few and we also have removed for the same array. Okay, so I hope this is clear. Like what is push, what is pop, what is unshift and shift.
Yeah, yes, bro.
Okay, so there are few other which we will discuss in the next session. There are few in the sense like there are a lot of methods that are available in array. Like most of the important, like around 10 to 15, I'll discuss, and then I'll list out few of the methods that you people can practice it out. Wherever you will have doubt in using those methods, we can discuss in the session as well. Okay, because like see, every either array or a string will have a lot of methods. The general one which we use in our day-to-day test scripting, I'll discuss like most popular one, which will include like at least like 10 to 15 methods, and few of them which is like not a major or not a popular. We'll try to give you the definition as well, and then you can try it out. If there will be any kind of issues in using that, we'll discuss in the session. Okay, so that's it for today. If you have any question, like we can discuss it out right now.
No, from my side, Praveen.
Nothing from my side as well, Praveen.